What up, everybody? It is your host, Do It All Loops, a.k.a. D Loops, here at the B Club Podcast with my boys. Let them know who you are.
Artificial AV, what's going on?
Dart Adams.
Mark Maron in the building, what up?
On time in this piece, we got everybody here, man, at the B Club Podcast. Me, AV, Mark Maron, we are the creators of The Stew. We bring you the B Club Podcast where producers are heard, and we just so happen to be next to the legendary residential judge, aka residential asshole of The Stew, Dart Adams, man. So let's just clap it up because everybody's in the building right now. Let's clap it up, clap it up. There we go. Yeah. Marin came in on time. I couldn't even use my sound effect on you, brother.
Actually early.
I was waiting for it. And shit. I'm like,
early today. 15
good,
seconds early.
Man. We chilling. So, yeah, man. You know how we do it all. Every day, all day. Ask how everybody's doing. I'm actually, Dart, how are you? I haven't seen you in a grip. How are you, man? What's going on?
Since this dumbass Michael Che decided to come out and be like, Boston's the most racist city in the world, I've been just fighting everybody on Twitter for like the last 36 hours. And I mean, look, is Boston racist? Absolutely. Because we predate America by 150 years. And we just have it's entrenched. My issue is that, please, if you're from New York, don't try to say that Boston's more racist than New York is, because systemic racism-wise, we got a ways to go to beat y'all. So the hypocrisy, save it for your mother.
And that's how Dart Adams is feeling right now.
That's how you feeling.
That is definitely how Dart Adams is feeling right now. So if you feel a particular type of way, hit him up on Twitter, man, because he's definitely been battling all of the states out there.
They'll all die. Everybody will die. This is me bodies. It's going to be bodies in my Twitter mentions.
I wouldn't advise
bodies. That. Everybody dying.
Mary, how are you feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Chilling?
A nice Sunday. Yeah. Feeling good, man.
It's cold as hell, but it's fun.
Yeah.
AV, man, what's going on?
I'm good. I had to bet to myself, no girl, no son. So I slept real well.
Yeah.
I'm energized. Let's go.
It is, well, shoot, I'm feeling good, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad we got the speaker rocking right here. So you see, we got the bass and everything.
Oh,
yeah, we got a little bit of something actually. We upgraded just a little bit, man. But shout out to all the listeners out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. You already know what it is, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. We do our thing every single Sunday. Beat Club Podcast, everything, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Right now, we're rocking with the Gag Order Network, so shout out to them for holding us down. And, is that the story? Snap? What's that up there?
It's the Snap.
It's just a Snap. All right, cool.
Real quick.
But, yeah, everything is lovely in this world, man. We got the Stew coming up in a couple of weeks, April 9th.
Yeah.
We waiting for that, man. And, everybody's here. All the parties that matter is here. The only person we missing is Bangers and Acro or something.
But shout out to Bobby Bangers, man. Shout out to Acrobatics. Shout out
the professional.
Yeah. The professional, man.
AKA the Russian judge.
Hell yeah. Only judge I know just be tossing out zeros.
He's like, can I give it lower than a zero?
Yeah. Like, yo. So yeah, shout out to Bobby, man. Just, professional. Keep it with the DJ. The judge stuff have to come later or something, man. Because he was definitely giving folks zeros like it was nothing. But so check it out, man. We actually got a good response since our last show. A lot of different producers started submitting, which is really, really dope.
Dope.
So
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. And since we got Dart in the building, I thought, we could go ahead and hit our average 10 beats or whatever. We might go a little over because people are actually really interested to hear what the hell Dart has to say.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Dart has to say on some of these beats, so we might go over just a little bit with some keep it or cut it, man. But I guess with no further ado.
Keep it a cut is not going to be nice.
Yeah, hey, yo, I'm going to let you guys know right now. If you haven't been to a store, if you haven't heard this man's name, Dart Adams, just don't worry, man. You might get your feelings hurt, but just know it comes from a good place. But we just keep it real out here. We just cut out the bullshit and go straight to the facts, man. And Dart has never been censored, and that's what the hell I like about you, bro. Like, that's awesome.
It's going to be hard to do anyway.
There you go. So, don't argue with Dart Adams. Yeah, damn right. And yo, matter of fact, I said this to someone else. 'Cause I hit you up on Twitter when I was looking up a fact last week, and I was like, I don't need to ask Google. If you ever have a hip hop question or something like, yo, this man right here, just I used to ask Jeeves, ask Dart.
Yeah.
Ask Dart Adams, man. So we'll have to.
You got to coin that.
And the funny thing is, I knew what the question was about because it was about Sylvia.
Yep.
It was about Sylvia.
Yep.
And her production.
Yeah.
Sylvia was a producer, yes. Sylvia is probably super underrated for her production and her talents, but in particular, the stuff that she did with Sugar Hill in regards to rap, a lot of the production that she did was in name because she had people but she was great at picking talent.
Yeah.
That's just one thing that people don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. Like after I said that too, because I was like, nah, she ain't produced, but I know what it is though. Like I knew what it is in regards to Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, because I mean, obviously it was a rip. It was just Chic, Good Times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she knew what band to get because she got Creative Source, which was from Philly.
Yeah,
it was recorded in New Jersey.
Yeah,
and she went and she knew that I have to get MCs, but she knew that she couldn't get MCs that were from established groups.
Yeah.
So she did a good job. She auditioned everybody.
Yeah.
Hank just happened to have the perfect rhyme book.
That's the fact that you have that up there in the mental Rolodex, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
I smoke too much to keep that.
It's crazy up here.
Smoke way too much.
Yeah, my memory.
I'm like Cindy and Archie, man.
So check it out. We're gonna get into it, man. We got the beat submitted. Let's get right into it right now. Keep it, cut it, let go. So check it out, y'all. For those that are just now listening, what we end up doing, man, is we put it out there that we want producers to submit hot beats. They're going to send in them hot beats. We make a random playlist. We never heard of any of these tracks before. They're not pre-screened. And we let you know how we feel about it. If we're going to keep it or cut it, give you our feedback. It's all about building up producers and just letting them know what it is. And we're anti-yes-men over here, so we're going to make it happen. We got a bunch of beats submitted today. I got something. The first beat today is by... y'all gonna have to help me read and shit. This is Scholastic.
Yep, Scholastic.
All right, so it's at Scholastic. That's SKULASTIC.
Rap spellings.
With a joint called No Weapon. We're gonna take a listen to it right now and keep it or cut it. Beat Club Podcast, everything. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
With No Weapon. Dimitri, question: is there any chance we can get this that tag a little louder or something? I'm not sure what it was. When we get another try, make sure we good.
The Beat Club.
That's so much better. Thank you so much. It's called No Weapon by Scholastic. I'm gonna go straight to Dart Adams, man. Let us know what you thought about it.
It needed to be called something other than No Weapon.
All right, cool. Let them know what it is.
No changes. Nothing interesting. No interest. It's a bland ass repetitive beat, and I'm waiting for it to actually start. I'm waiting for it to drop. I'm waiting for changes, and I'm like, okay, this is it. That's all we got. I'm good. Good job, good effort.
Keep it or cut it.
Oh, cut it. Cut it. Definitely cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut that shit. Cut it.
All right, let's cut it from Dart Adams, man. Mark Maron, what's the word? Keep it or cut it, man.
Yeah, we gotta cut it, man. We gotta cut it.
The beat too boring. Need to cut it.
Yeah, man. Just like kind of generic stock sounds. I don't know, man. Just keep working.
Yes, please.
Keep working.
Don't stop working.
AV, I'm going straight to you. Already know.
I
make
really,
my job easy. I'm just go around the table. It's coming to me last.
I really ain't got shit to say. You got to change it up a little bit and add some sounds to it. But keep working though.
All right. Well, you heard it. You heard it all here. You guys gonna be a hard act to follow and shit when it finally comes back to me. But yeah, it was just it needed to do something more. It needed a little bit more of everything. It was just like, all right, cool, the first, couple of bars, but then nothing else happened.
You gotta season both sides of the protein.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just saying sometimes a quick 2-bar loop could work sometimes, but that just wasn't good. Like it just wasn't good sounds. It wasn't a good melody.
Yeah.
So it's just.
It's like if you find that pocket, you can rock to that pocket, but it didn't fall in the pocket. So that's a cut it from me, cut it from Dart, cut it from Marin, and cut it from Artificial AV. So thank you so much at Scholastic with No Weapon. Please keep submitting and keep up the work. If you guys agree or disagree with us on Twitter, feel free to let us know. But you kind of outnumbered right now. So yeah. Next up, we got something by. I'm happy we got. I told you guys already. If he submitted something, it's going into my folder.
Oh, yeah.
So Self-Serve sent something.
Self-Serve finally served up some beats.
He sent over a zip folder of like 10 to 12 beats in there. But yeah, we ain't going to drop them all in there. And there's no bias whatsoever on it. So, we still gonna be doing what we're doing. But I put it up there because he said pony flip, and I don't know if that's genuine pony or if he flipped it or whatever. But that was my joint.
Yeah, I would assume it's a pony.
Yeah, so
it's genuine.
We're gonna just throw it up there. But this right here is at Self-Serve. That's SELF_SERV with pony flip. Let's go.
Until we reach the stream, you'll be on my junkie team. The Beat Club.
So right there, that was Self-Serve with Pony Flip. Marin has some stuff to say, so I'm actually gonna go straight to Marin and see what the word is. Marin,
I'm gonna keep it. Dope flip. He definitely didn't do like the ordinary flip. You couldn't say if he didn't even play the sample at the beginning, you might not have even known it was gonna be Pony. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the dude. That joint. That's Pony all day. Once I hear that, I'm going to the dance floor, son.
Yeah.
I'm part stripper for like 3 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm part stripper.
Stop the madness.
But go ahead, though. Go ahead. My fault.
But I'm gonna keep it and just had a dope bounce to it. Yeah, the only thing I was saying was like the bass. I was like, it's a little kind of like off tone, but it works. You know what I'm saying? It definitely works for it. So I'm with it.
You gonna keep it?
I keep it.
Dart, what's the word?
Oh, keeping it. The thing is that with Self-Serve is I came up with a bunch of cats that were like big on the LA beat scene and all these people that were influenced by Dilla and all the other stuff. I hate the post Dilla tag, but he reminds me of cats like DiBiase and Pudge. And when I heard them, I was like, yeah, that. So like I remember the first time I heard Self-Serve was actually at a stoop, and I was just like, yeah. And I get that feeling every time I hear one of his beats, and that's in there. That's in there. Definitely keep.
That's two keepers right there, man. So Artificial AV, what's the word?
Yeah, Twitter's going nuts right now. But
let me see.
I'm gonna definitely keep it, dude.
Nice.
I can't even lie, man. Like, yo, I'm biased. This dude's like one of my favorite producers. He always comes with some flavor. It's always feel good music. That's the vibe that I get when I hear self-serve beats. It's always feel good music. So I'm keeping it.
Of course you got the support. You already know what I'm gonna say. Keep it. I'm gonna say I was on the fence with it. Because it took a while for me to find what the groove was, or just to kind of find where I was gonna bop or whatever first. But I've always felt that way about all of like the beginning of self-service beats, and then I'll find it and then I'll catch it. And I always feel like you can listen to it and appreciate it, but I always like seeing him perform the beats live on the spot. Gives you like the extra appreciation or whatever. So, I mean, I'm on the fence, but I guess I'll just go with how I'm feeling. It's not a cut. I guess it's gonna be like a safe keep. I'm gonna keep it. I was on the fence, but yeah, it's like a safe keep it. Like it was definitely cool. And I guess I'm a little biased because, like I said, Genuine Pony was like, and it's still my shit. So you gotta be real careful when you flip that, you know, because D takes it real serious.
It's delicate.
Yeah. So that's 4 keepers across the board for self-serve. Let us know if you agree or disagree, man. The man's name self-service at SELF_SERV with Pony Flip. So we got another beat. I gotta talk to these guys actually. We got another beat by Loose Connection. That's LOOSECONNXSHUN.
Rap spelling.
All day. I believe the joint's called Armageddon. We're going to take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club Podcast Live. Let's go.
Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude.
Loose Connection.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Okay, y'all. So that was Loose Connection with Armageddon. Dart Adams, what's the word? Keep it a cut it. Let them know how you feel.
I say keep that one. That's punch a cop in the face music right there.
Oh shit.
That's music. That's a beat that like I would pass along to like when I hear that beat. It reminds me of Army of the Pharaohs. It reminds me of like Demigods, like that style of music. Mm-hmm. Like that's something that those cats would body. You know, I could hear like Apathy and Self-Titled and Esoteric and all them cats like over that beat. You know, I like to hear like Vinny Paz over that. So that's definitely a keep, man.
Damn, you got to keep from Dart off the rip. Marin, what's the word?
Yeah, I would keep that beat too. And it's funny to hear Dart say the artist that he's naming, like the zone that he's talking about, because on the opposite end, I hear like some real street shit going on. Like I hear like, you know what I'm saying, real New York street. Like anybody, Fab, anybody. Like,
see, Fab, you already know how I feel about Fabulous.
But anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like just anybody, any street New York rapper I would hear killing that beat. Jada, anybody would just murk that beat. It just has that vibe. It's simple and plain. And real dope drum selection. The sample was familiar. I know it was just killing me that
they ain't gonna let us know.
They could DM us the sample. DM us the sample.
Real familiar, but I just like the way they flipped it. It was definitely a dope flip. of that sample. So I would keep it.
Yeah,
I'm keeping that too, man. These dudes been doing their thing for a long time, man. They're professionals. The sound quality and everything else is great.
It'd be funny if that's actually the pianos from one of those Schoolhouse Rock joints, the number 8. The Figure 8 joint. That would kill me.
We gotta pull that up. We gotta pull that up.
What? Oh, what is it? What you
Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we can pull it up. I'll pull it up.
You might have to pull that up and see if that's it.
You know what? Keep it from everybody? Yeah. Except me?
So far.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely say keep it right away. Like beats that grab your attention right away, and keep your attention.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then whatever that distorted clap snare, whatever that came in, loved it. That shit was monstrous. So yeah. Even Kelsey, shout out to Kelsey, me said, nah, that joint was crazy. Yeah, that's dope, man. And funny enough, Loose Connections. I might be working on something behind the scenes, man. I might involve let me know if you guys up to battle another duo out here, man. I got a duo I might want to put you guys against. So hit us up on Twitter. And we'll see, we got to talk to Marin about that next,
that's
Beat
gonna
Club.
Be like the Katanagi twins from
I don't even know who the Katanagi twins is. What is the Katanagi twins?
So you never seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Nah, I only played the video game. I ain't seen it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the Katanagi twins are two brothers that like play music.
Yeah.
So that's what it's like. Like they in unison. It's bananas.
Dope. Then I got to check it out. Yeah. Loose Connections. Hit us up, man, on Twitter and let us know what it is, if you're up for it. But I got another duo. I might want to put you guys again at our next event.
Nah, they said anytime.
Anytime?
Yeah.
Because, man, we still working on that, right? That Beat Club podcast event.
I actually got a possible date, so I'll talk to you guys.
Oh, is it in April, though?
It's real soon.
It's real soon? It's not, let me just ask you, it's not like April 21st, is it?
Before that.
All right, because I definitely talked to this other duo, and they said they could do it any other date except April 21st.
It's before that. It's a week after the stew.
It's a week after the stew?
Is it
on
that.
a Friday?
I
feel like I'm playing Guess Who and shit.
Saturday?
And we're putting down Does he have glasses?
You know what I'm saying? I said,
like, you definitely said you'll talk to me later.
Yeah, and you still got it. You still got it out. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, I'm gonna have to take that night off.
So I mean, I was gonna bring that up to discuss if we thought. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you who I wanted to put them against? Oh, you want to wait?
No. We'll talk about that after. We'll talk. But if they said anytime, so it doesn't matter who it is.
I want to know who you're talking about.
No, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk off air. We're gonna talk off air.
I'm thinking Avy know what's going on. I'm like, Avy's like, I'm with you. I don't know.
Nah, but Loose Connections, man. Armageddon, that was dope. I look forward to more beats. Honestly, keep sending beats because I checked the folder. You guys haven't sent anything since I believe early February. Definitely keep sending some heat. I love what you guys do online, especially with promotion and everything. It's very tight, very funny. And I like watching you guys on Instagram, man. So keep that up. But next beat is Bootleg 773 called The Scientist. So we're going to get rocking to it right now. Keep it or cut it. Beat Club Podcast, everything. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right now. Yeah, we're listening right now. That was Bootleg 773 with These Scientists. We're not sure if we got a bad version of the mix or if that's how it was supposed to go. If that's how it was supposed to sound, then it didn't fit any of us right about now. But if you have the revised version or the better mix, please send it over because we'll definitely make it work. Because we definitely make shit work over here. Team makes shit work. But should we even rate that one right now or wait to see what he says or keep it moving? What are you guys thinking?
I say we I say we wait.
We just gonna wait it out. We just jump to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump to the next one because I'm not sure if that was the actual mix that was needed. So this person right here, I've never met this person, but every time I put out that post about when we were looking for lady producers or women producers, everybody kept tagging this person over and over and over again. It's Miss Madly? Is that you say it? MSMADLI. So. All right, Miss Madly submitted a record called Baby, no samples. So we're gonna play it right now and keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
So right there, that was Miss Madly with Baby. Dart Adams, what's the word?
I keep that one. There's a lot of musicianship going on. There's playing with melody and harmony and switching stuff up and putting in different elements that you could tell that that's a person who knows music as opposed to someone who just makes beats. Like, this is something my brother and I will talk about all day when we talk about like guys like see what happened when we talk about cats like Pharrell and Chad, or we talk about Tyler who learned from these people, or we talk about anybody who understands musicianship and how to make something that's going to resonate with people, like what Drake does with 40. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of Drake's music, but I get what he's doing. And I know what they're aiming for. I know what their aesthetic is.
Yep.
And like, I can appreciate that because when I hear this, that's what I hear. You know? Yeah. So definitely it's a keep.
Keep it from Dart Adams, yo.
That was a long keep.
Nah, but straight up though, like they need that. They need to hear stuff like that. Like I said, anti-yes-men over here. Fuck that. Marin, what's the word?
So keep it, man. I'll keep it. Definitely dope melodies. I don't know. I would have swapped a few sounds out though. There were a couple of sounds that like kind of threw me off. Like when everything dropped and when it went down to the basic part, it was kind of like some of the, I don't know, just regular, just typical sounds that I hear. But otherwise though, it was dope. It was well put together. Dope melody, dope drums. I'll keep it, man.
Keep it off. Right.
I'd speed it up a little bit too, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably put the tempo up just a little bit, just a little.
All right. It's called Baby, so we need to speed up the Baby just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm thinking, I'm just listening to it from a MC perspective. Yeah, okay. Like, I want to hear rhyme into it. Like, I hear like dope storytelling. I hear Scarface talking. See, I don't want to get R&B freaky with
it. See, that's the thing. I'm not hearing
like you can hit.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about like someone using it. I'm just thinking about it straight as what it is.
Yeah. But listen, man, if Mark said he needed it a little faster, let the man get the faster strokes in on that. Let the man get the faster strokes in on the baby beat. Man.
I'm definitely not listening to it like from an R&B perspective. Like I felt like growing up, like I used to listen to a lot of No Limit, Cash Money. Like that sounds like some beats by the pound, like Fiend telling you an ill story or Mac telling you a story. Like that's the way I heard it. Or even like I said, like a Scarface or somebody from just a dope Southern artist. Telling you an ill ass story. Like I love that shit. That's what I grew up on.
That is kind of Moby Dick.
Yeah, that's what Moby Dick definitely would have made that. Out of Beats by the Pound.
Or N.O. Joe Bido.
Yeah.
And you know what though? It's like one of those things. Like if I didn't name or tell you what the title of the beat was, like I love the fact that a producer might have thought an R&B artist would be on this, and you can just listen to it differently and say, I can see this with that, because they might not have even known or thought about putting that type of artist on it, and it could just work. So that's actually a really dope, actually little something that Marin put out there.
Yeah. I actually agree with you. If it was sped up just a little bit, it would have
probably like 5 BPMs more. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little more of a bop.
Yeah,
where you could and listen to a story on it. But I'm still keeping it though.
I'm keeping it off.
Shit was fire, man.
Any feedback on it, or you just keeping it? And
he kind of took my words, man.
They just make the job easy and shit. Toss it the dark.
We gotta switch it up sometime.
I got you next. I felt like everything was cool. I definitely appreciated the music. I wasn't even thinking of hearing an artist on it. And I'm not sure, but I felt like the lead sense I was saying it earlier. I felt like they sounded just a little loud to me, like just a little bit loud. But that could be us over here, or that could be the beat. I don't know. I felt like it might have been the beat because we heard other beats on these same speakers. Yeah. So, but yeah, besides that, everything else was awesome experience. So that's all Keep It's across the board right here from the Beat Club. For Miss Madly, that's MSMADLI with a track called Baby. Let us know what you think on Twitter, y'all, and we're gonna keep it moving and keep it a cut it, man. Real quick, I don't want to go too far with it because we gotta save something for the last half of the show. But I want you guys to know that Dart Adams definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to the beat stuff. You got something right now with producers. You got producers I know, or
yeah. So I've ran Producers I Know since October 2010.
Yep.
And before that, I had a show called The Scrunch Face Show.
Yep.
The Scrunch Face Show. So like you can actually go to the Scrunch Face Show. The last interview with the people known as Clip Mode was with me. The very last interview they did as Clip Mode. They played beats live on the air. And people don't even realize that happened. So I've been involved in like the whole beat culture a long time, like more than a decade.
So long as you guys know that the feedback you're getting is seasoned. It's not like we just pulled some people off the street and we just fresh off the street.
They did not get me from in front of the Home Depot and brought me here.
Yeah. You need work?
Oh shit. We're gonna keep it moving. We got next submission is called Warzone by DJ Lettuce. Yo, shout out to DJ Lettuce, man. How you doing, brother? All the way on the west side, right? I don't have okay, cool. Yeah, so we got DJ Lettuce that's at DJ LETTUS. Track called Warzone on the Beat Club podcast. We're gonna take a listen to it right now. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
Give your beats an upgrade. DJ Lettuce 702-418-9327.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Let's give your beats an upgrade. DJ Lettuce 702-418-9327.
So right there, that was Warzone by DJ Lettuce. And I'm going to toss it over to Artificial AV first so we can get some feedback. What's the word?
I'm on the fence.
Besides you falling, man.
I don't know.
On the grass or concrete, what it is?
I feel like I'm about to hit my head on the concrete. I'm not sure yet. Nah, real talk. The beat was interesting. It was bouncing around from I don't know where to over here, but let me see. I think I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep it because of the transitions. He kept it interesting. It wasn't boring, but it also wasn't like one of those things where I'm like, oh, yo, this is fire. But I don't know. I'm trying to make a decision, man.
So is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Do you want to phone a friend?
Nah. I'm gonna keep it. I'm confused, but I'm gonna keep it.
All right. Mark Maron, what's the word?
I'm gonna cut it, man. I'm gonna cut it.
Cool.
It definitely had some elements in it, I guess, that had a little bit of potential, but yeah, it was just. Yeah, it just sounded like it was, I don't know, it sounded like it was pieced together. Like it almost just, like random, like stock loops that you get in some programs. I don't know. It just sounded, I don't know. I was just skeptical about it. I don't know.
What, just taking a bunch of stock loops and putting them
together? Yeah, that's kind of what it sounded like. It sounded
like, you ever heard of the software EJ?
Nah.
EJAY used to give you like a bunch of different stocks. Yep. Yeah.
And
you like throw them all together.
Just throw them together. That's what I felt about that. That's the way it sounded to me, at least. So that's why I was kind of like, nah, I gotta cut it.
I guess I can hear that.
The little scratches in it was dope. But the thing about it though that why it had a little bit of potential is like I could actually hear somebody like spitting to it though.
Yeah.
It would just on some
right? Just some unorthodox shit, just a different vibe. Like I can honestly I feel like I've heard a song, you know what I'm saying, like that with that type of beat, but it was just I had to cut it, man.
All right, cool. So wait, that was a keep it from you, Abe?
Yeah, I kept it.
All right, and that was a cut it.
I cut it.
We're going down the board, man. Dart Adams, what's the word?
If this was 1985, I would have bodied that beat.
But you got bars.
The problem is that it's 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And not 1985. All the elements that I heard in that beat sound like something I heard off of a Boot Records joint that was made by RSO. Or one of them records that I heard back, like, coming from cats in the neighborhood. All those elements.
Mm-hmm.
From a dope 85 record.
Yeah.
That doesn't work now. Because who's rapping on that now? You know what I'm saying?
But
and plus, do I want to hear it
What
now?
if they're going for that nostalgia, though?
Great.
Nah,
but you played the beat.
That's actually what he was going for.
In 2017.
He was going for the nostalgia?
Yeah, he said it was made for the old school.
It's made for the old school.
Okay, so that's a dope 1985 beat.
And that's why I kept it.
It's a 1985 keep, but is it a 2017
No,
what?
It's not a 2017 keep. It's a 1985 keep.
Yeah,
but I get what you were saying. All the elements, that was a dope 1985 beat. That would have been on my mixtape for 1985. Yeah. But it's a cut in 2017.
All right, cool. So just to make sure I got this right, there's a 2017
But the thing that you're trying to do, that it's the aesthetic you were trying to reach, you reached it. But it's a cut.
I mean, I kept it based on the beat, not the all that.
Nah, no, I'm just, you know what I mean. I'm just,
but I hear you.
Yeah, I'm
like,
going around the board.
I couldn't even think of a bar for that right there. So it was hard.
Sometimes beats are meant to be
it was
experienced.
like,
but I still liked it though.
B, in the place to be. Went to university.
Hey!
Bars. Okay.
Bars. 85 bars.
But nah, it was still interesting though.
Still interesting. All right, cool. And I would say it was a lot going on for me. I liked little elements of it, such as like the gritty drums, even the scratches and so, and the I don't know what type of keys it was. It reminded me of like Michael Meyer keys or whatever it was. Like all of that stuff was cool. And now that I did say it, it reminds me of the EJ program, like pretty much. So I would have to agree across the board with what Dart was saying as far as the sound. And if he's saying he set out to do that like nostalgic sound, that's cool. But for me today, it didn't particularly work for me, so I'd have to say cut it. So who kept it?
I did.
All right, cool. And we passed it to you first, and you kept it.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm standing out.
And we making that happen here. So that's 3 cut it's, 1 keep it, man. Let us know if you agree or disagree on Twitter. That is at DJ Lettuce. DJ LETTUS. The track was called Warzone. So we're going to keep it moving, y'all. We got something else by Mr. DJK. Joint's called Forbidden Fruit. I'm going to give it a play right now. As soon as I hear that, I think that track Forbidden Fruit from Grip Ago. Who else sung? Dart. I don't have to even go Google anymore. Dart. Who sung Forbidden Fruit again?
Are you thinking about Strange Fruit?
Strange Fruit. Thank you. Strange Fruit. Thank you. See, I don't need to Google. That's what Google's like. Did you mean so and so?
However, Forbidden Fruit was the name of a group that used to record in D&D studios. Just so you know.
Pow. Facts. See, I don't need to go to Google. Just ask Dart. You need a website, bro. Just like that with a search engine and all types of shit.
I am Google.
Boom.
Message.
Yo, if you have an app on someone's phone like that shit, like instead of Google, ask Dart. That should be hilarious.
Yo, I'm creating that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just remember I came up with a 25% off rip. All right? 25% for the first 5 years. After that, I'm good.
This dude.
Cool.
Try to Shark Tank me.
So check it out. Mr. DJK with Forbidden Fruit. We're going to take a listen right now on the Beat Club podcast. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
So that was Mr. DJK. That is Mr.DEEJAYK with Forbidden Fruit. Marin, what's the word? What's your thoughts? Let them know how you feel. Keep it or cut it.
I would keep it. The drum pattern was really dope to me. I like the drum pattern a lot, but it's still like the sounds were still off a little bit on it though. Mm-hmm. Like so, keep that same pattern that was dope. But yeah, switch up the drum sounds. That's the only thing I would pretty much change. That was the only thing that was kind of nagging me a little bit, but it was cool. Had a cool vibe, easy vibe.
Yeah.
Real simple, you know what I mean? It really ain't nothing to it, but it's a groove that works, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll keep it.
Yeah, it's that feel good music. Yeah. The melody was real dope. That vocal sample was real melodic. And the drums sound like they had like this shuffle on it. So it wasn't exactly on beat. I feel like if it was like directly on beat and robotic, the beat would have been trash to me, but I'm gonna keep it because I like the shuffle.
Bet. Dart.
I'm gonna go with keep it, but there's one element that's off or needs to be changed to make it into what it needs to be. Because this could be something great. Because this reminds me of like the tricky trip hop era, you know, more Chiba era type beat from like the early 90s.
Yeah.
But people could still use it today because like that's the sound is coming back right now. That people like that's the pocket that people in right now with the BPMs and everything. But yeah, I'd keep this one, but there's an element somewhere in here that needs to be changed out. Maybe it's a different drum, maybe something needs to be raised. But yeah, keep this one. But this one element away from making this something that would like smash today.
Like missing,
I agree,
or taken out.
Both.
Yeah,
I feel like it
can go either way.
I feel like it's that open hi-hat.
Yeah,
needs to be taken out.
It's just it's the snare itself too. Like the snare, like it's just that. Like all of that's hard. Like it sounds like something that like Timbo would kill that.
Yeah,
but
like you know what I'm saying. Like
on like which direction you want to go with it, because this sounds like anywhere from that to like something that like Fantagram does.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this could go either way.
Yep, exactly. You could really get on that electronic vibe with it too. Yeah, I feel you. But that was it.
Yeah,
still dope.
I would say keep it as well. I say keep it. It was just a good vibe from the very start. I like the pulsing strings or synth, whatever that is, at the very beginning. The drums were dope. I definitely think you could switch up the drums just even a little bit at times. But for the most part, everything to me sounded cool. Like I just played in my car and vibe out and just drive. And if bars come out. If not, I'll still enjoy my trip. So, and Marin's over here bopping too. So he's good. And sometimes that missing element, it could be an artist as well. We say it all the times. It could just be an artist on the track.
Yeah, I can hear Drake on this.
Yeah, Drake's on everything.
Drake could be on everything.
Yeah, Drake's on everything.
Drake is Shang Tsung.
Oh shit! Yeah, he definitely is. So right there, that was Mr. DJK. That's Mr.DEEJAYK. That joint was called Forbidden Fruit, and that's Keep It Across the Boards at the Beat Club. For those that are just listening, it's Beat Club Podcast, everything, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. This is a place where producers are heard. We ask producers to submit beats. We listen to them, give them our 1-2, and let them know if we're going to keep it or cut it. And we're just going to keep on going down.
How many beats we ran through?
We ran through 7. Well, actually, we ran through 6 because one of them had technical difficulties.
What happened with that? Was there ever a response online?
Yeah, and he said that he didn't have the original file anymore. But based on what I heard, I would have cut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cut.
All right. Cool. By the way, I went over to Soundbridge and Stage, and they were doing that 24 and 24 thing over there, the 24 artists in 24 hours.
Oh, the bridge.
The bridge
sound the stage.
Bridge sound the stage. Yeah. I went over there, and First Official was over there as well.
Dope.
Yeah, so he was asking me some questions about the stew and everything like that. But it was just good to see him out there. Melks was over there teaching something to Archetype when it came to Machine. Yo, Machine, if you ever listen to this podcast, you need to hire my man Melks. He's out there putting everybody on.
And also, y'all should give me some back pay because I sold about 150 of those units. All right, Native Instruments. Go back and look through the catalog of producers I know. The site, producersiknow.com. I sold about 150 of those joints for Native Instruments through my site.
We're about to take the sound clip and
including my own brother.
We're going to send it to their email.
The sound clip and just be like, yo, you owe us some dividends. You know what I mean? Because we got people out here working.
Listening because anyway, let's go to.
That's a whole nother story right there.
So check it out, y'all. We got another submission. This is a new person. I don't think I've ever seen this name before.
Yeah, he's brand new.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Flash Finger Flame.
You know what? You said it. Is it Flash Flinger?
Finger.
All
Yep.
right, cool.
Flash Finger Flame.
Sound like a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Sound like you gotta say whoop right out.
Yeah. Let's try that shit out. Flash Finger Flame. Whoop. Yeah. It worked. You gotta change your name, bro.
Yeah,
Flash
if you
Finger
use
Flame.
that, you always break, yo.
I can't see the name of the whole track. I'll let you know right now.
I think it's just Gritty Boom Bap, yo. I don't know.
Gritty Boom Bap and Y.
Oh, yep. There you go. Right there.
Gritty Boom Bap NY. IG name is FLASH. That's Flash. Finger is spelled FINGA. And then FLAME. For all those that don't know, if you can't find the name when we actually shout out on the radio, we would definitely tag them in the SoundCloud link when we post it up on Tuesday. So with no further ado, Gritty Boom Bap
We're out
NY.
of whiskey, man.
The Beat Club.
So right there, that was Gritty Boom Bap NY by Flash Finger Flame. Mark Maron and all of us were talking, behind the scenes about it. But Mark Maron, let us know what you think and how you feel, and we'll open up the discussion as well. But what's the deal?
I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it. Like I just wasn't vibing with the melody anyway. Like just itself, like it just wasn't my thing. The drum sounds are weak. Amongst the fact what we were discussing was like the mixing too. Like you know what I'm saying. Like everything kind of sounded like it was real loud. Maybe like a little over compressed. Maybe you're trying to compress the sounds to make them louder, but then what you actually end up doing is canceling out. The sounds start canceling each other out. You know what I mean? So that's what it kind of sounded like. So I had to cut it, man.
Yeah. So off the rip, I'm gonna cut it, but it had potential. I think you used the wrong word when you said gritty. That wasn't NY gritty. That was more like, I guess, grimy. more grimy than gritty. I didn't get the gritty vibe. I think one thing you definitely need to work on is the mixing. Like Mark said, the EQing was kind of off because when your bass came in, the bass was hitting, but we can't hear the drums under all your melodies. So maybe take out some sounds because you don't need to overstuff the beat, man. Just let it rock a little bit. But yeah, that's a cut it.
All right, shoot. I'm gonna say I'm gonna piggyback what you just said, and definitely say don't overstuff the beat. Definitely mix it down properly if you could, because you already know Maron's a drum person. I'm a little open to things, but I'm gonna have to cut it because the drums to me were better off being non-existent. They just really weren't there, and your instruments sound like they were pushed to the front, and the drums were just pushed to the back. And to name something boom bap, it should kind of be the opposite or just better mixed when it comes down to that. But the bass was there, everything else was there. Just the drums was missing in the boom bap. So that's a cut it for me as well. But Dart Adams, what's the word?
All right, I executive produce, sequence, and just oversee and put together at one point like a disgusting amount of beat tapes from artists all over, and I worked with them and collaborated with them. And if anybody in all the folders of waves and MP3s someone sent me, if you sent me a beat that was called Gritty NY Boom Bap and this is what I heard, they'd get a phone call from me in 0.3 seconds. What the fuck is your problem? There's nothing gritty about this. There's nothing boom bappy about this. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing New York about this. Maybe there's 2 New Yorks. Gotta be 2 New Yorks.
Oh, shit.
No. Cut it.
That's a cut it. Everybody keep it?
Nah, we didn't keep that one.
All right. So if you guys agree or disagree, let us know on Twitter, man. That was Flash Finger Flame. That's FLASHFINGA FLAME with Gritty Boom Bap NY. Thank you. Keep on submitting. Definitely. Just know we're doing this for the producers. Keep submitting those beats.
Keep on working.
And keep on working, man. And definitely get it mixed. Matter of fact, I'll even drop a little gem out there that I just found out. If any producers out there have a SoundCloud, and you're out there, I actually found out that SoundCloud, you can actually connect SoundCloud with Lander. That's LANDR. LANDR, yeah. Lander, that's like left and right.com. They allow you to mix and or quote unquote master based on their algorithm 2 tracks a month, and I think they bounce out like an MP3 or whatever, and that may help just to get your sound close to where it needs to be. Sometimes you still have to bring it back in and EQ it a little bit more, but once again, if you have a SoundCloud account, find a way. There's some link or something out there. Google it. You're actually able to get your song, quote unquote, mastered by Lander, 2 songs a month, I believe. So just check that out. I just took advantage of it a couple days ago. It's pretty dope.
You dropping too many gems. We ain't getting paid, bro.
Yo, but you know what though? That if that helps the producers submit better content so we can get more keeps.
Nah, I know.
Then screw it. You know what I mean? And right there, I'll use that. I'll be like, yo, Lander, what's up? And see what's good. And honestly, it's cool, but you still need to do some work to it. Folks that just go directly to Lander and say, my beats is good after that, they're not. You still got to EQ it a little bit more. But we're gonna keep it moving, man. We got another submission. This is a new person as well. We never seen this name before, right?
Let me see.
It's
Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus with Supply and Demand.
Marcus Carter.
Yeah, Marcus Carter with Supply and Demand. I don't have a Twitter or Instagram name for this person.
Just their name.
Just their name, just their government out there. So if you know a Marcus Carter and he makes beats, it's probably them. But check it out. He submitted something called Supply and Demand. We're going to take a listen to it right now on the Beat Club Podcast Live. Let's go.
It's the Sky Boys.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, cool.
Please do.
All right. Marcus Carter with Supply and Demand. I felt like he just got like a new pack of like transitions or something and wanted to try the shits out and just laid them all over the beat. Like they were just way louder than everything else. You gotta get into your mixing. Like you gotta get into your mixing. Oh damn. Yo, if you go on Twitter right now at the Beat Club Podcast, there's a baby's face reaction to your beat. And you made the baby cry. Like you made the baby cry. Like it.
That was for Flash Finger Fame's beat, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the previous beat.
That was the previous one?
Yeah,
all right. Well,
yeah.
Oh, dang. All right, cool. Well, regardless, this one here was like there was just too many noises that distracted me from enjoying the beat, and the transitions leading up to drops just were one of them. They were just way too above the mix. You need to try to just bring those down or make that happen a little differently. It just, yeah. It's like, and it comes in too often. It just came in too often. It's like, I don't know. And everything sounds quantized as well. So I don't know. So for me, that's a cut it for me. But I'm going to pass it off to Dart Adams to see what you say.
I cut that. It's not even a matter of like anything to really not like. It's just it's a miss on every level, you know? But keep going.
Yes.
No, it's not something where like if someone sent me that, I wouldn't be like, yo, you should never make another beat for the rest of your life. I'd just be like, what, like pretty much what you said, you touched on everything. But overall, it's just a miss. But keep going.
Like, honestly, if you took that and decided to resample it down the line,
exactly,
like that would be dope.
Yeah, but that as it is, nah.
Yeah. So there you go. Nah equals cut it. Marin, what's the word?
Yeah, I would cut it. I don't know. It never grabbed me. Like nothing about it grabbed me. Like just the melody itself. Like, and I see what they were trying to do, but like I always say on this show, if you're gonna try to do a particular sound, you gotta execute. You have to do your due diligence, like they say. Like you have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like we're in an era where people, you know, just in some ways trace like whatever is the popular sound, and I understand it to a certain extent because, you know, people want that. Like you know, the person that live right next to you might want that sound and doesn't have access to the producers that really have that sound. So you got to replicate that sometimes, but you have to execute. You have to do everything on point. It has to sound exactly like whatever you're trying to measure it up to, and it doesn't. So I got to cut it.
and I mean, we even have people like people from Loose Connections saying like, you know, it was like a West Coast thing, but even that instrument, just I understand it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, like it sounded like some shit, like you know, like melody wise, like, you know, that would be like some Jeezy shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like an old Jeezy record or something,
but softer.
But it's softer, yeah. Like the sounds aren't hitting, they're not cutting through the same. And then shit was mad loud and like then unnecessary transit. But I understand that to a certain extent anyway too. Like making the events happen quick when you're submitting for beat battles or beat, because you want people to kind of get a taste of everything.
Every 8 bars,
I always factor that in. Like I just assume
that's smart,
people do that on purpose a lot of times.
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
really do.
That's
I'd be
smart.
like, okay, get it done. Yeah, like in the first minute, if you're playing a beat for 1 minute, get all your transitions in so we could see the possibilities, because sometimes, you know what I mean, like you might sell yourself short.
Yeah, but it was like the same transition.
Yeah.
8 bars,
like you said from the
like,
beginning, it was like, you got a little happy with it.
I mean, I hear that, but the same way artists prepare with a show set, a producer can do the same thing. So with that beat right there, it wasn't a show set, it was nothing, man. You gotta. There was way too many sounds in there. You gotta.
That beat reminded me of like when somebody is trying to get into the stew, and they play the beats, and I'm like, dude, you didn't even need to play that beat.
Yeah.
At the open kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, don't even play that in open kitchen because it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Don't waste your 30 seconds.
Get right
Just get to it.
Yeah.
Get right to it.
Yeah, man.
We got someone on Twitter, Manny Beat Shy. We were familiar with Manny Beat Shy. He says, Man Foundation was there, just didn't build, missed opportunity. So
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a well put.
Yeah, the foundation was definitely there. Y'all got to focus on. Stop trying to add so many sounds and really like build off of a couple sounds.
Layer.
You gotta make
it's called layering.
Sound full.
It's called layering. Like,
like
if you have a great melody already and things, when you layer the sound, layer that melody, make it sound full.
Exactly.
And then it drives it. You know, especially for something like this, because there's no real bass line in this beat. You can really layer it and make it feel just, you know, where it fills up the room type sound.
And tweak it where it sounds good.
Yeah. So.
But the other thing is, I said it before in a previous episode, is we're not necessarily sure if everybody is mixing on the proper equipment. Some people might use, you know, just some basic headphones or whatever type of headphones. Matter of fact, I had some Sony Studio headphones, and those were cool with maybe like my highs and my mids, but not my lows at all. Mm-hmm. So, you know, sometimes you just got to make sure that you're listening to it on a bunch of different systems, if that's the case, or just give yourself an upgrade and purchase some monitors or something, man. Make it happen. But Avi, did you even say keep it or cut it? I know we kept interrupting you. My fault.
That was a cut.
That was a cut. Yeah. That's all cuts around the board on that one too.
Yeah. That was a cut.
All right, cool. Dimitri, we're gonna go to break and be able to come back to keep it or cut it. Is that cool? All right, y'all. So for all y'all to listen to Beat Club Podcast, everything, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. What up, everybody? We are back from the break. Hopefully you took a break as well. We're sitting here with Dart Adams, Mark Maron, Artificial AV, listening to beats. It's the Beat Club Podcast, and this is what we do.
Yeah.
So check it out. We got some more submissions. I'm not gonna jack this dude's name because you know what? He came up to me at the Beat Club launch. And he told
he was there.
Yeah. I believe he swung through. He's like, "Yo, you messed up my name, but it's all blah 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 blah." Like,
okay.
So I'm gonna let one of you guys do that because yeah. How you say that name right there?
I think it's Jules. That's how you said it last time?
I ain't saying shit.
It looks like Jules Giuliano.
Yeah,
Jules Giuliano. All right, cool. So we're gonna go with that.
Last time, though.
I'm pretty sure maybe I did, but I don't know, man.
We gonna call him JJ.
Dynamite. Check it out, y'all. He sent something. It was just called Beat Club Mix. That was pretty much it. So I'm not really sure of the title, but it's especially for us. So thank you. We appreciate the gift. Let's listen to that fire. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yeah, we were all thinking the same thing. Yeah. Like Jay-Z was like, yeah, cheer.
Yo, I'm gonna just toss this one around the room, man. That was the beat. That was by Jules Giuliano. He sent us something called Beat Club Mix to us, man. We're gonna go around the room right now. Dart Adams, what's the word?
Okay, so if I was making a beat tape and I would submit this would definitely be on the 12 to 15 beats. But the part that you guys heard that we all reacted to the same way, I would have sent a note like, not that, change that.
Or just cut it before that.
Yeah. Or cut it before that.
Just chopped it up.
Yeah.
Like dropped out and came back in. But
how long did that play? How long was that playing? Like,
I was probably playing a little over a minute.
Okay, so that would have been like a 130 beat then.
Yeah,
like a 130, 145 beat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I would have kept it. That one thing, no. N-A-W-L, capital letters, no.
So that's to keep it from Dart Adams. Mark Maron, what's the word?
Yeah, I'd keep it. I'd keep the beat. It had a good vibe. It had a good pace to it. Dope sample. Had the the Indian Bollywood type vibe to it. And yeah, for some reason I heard Jay-Z. It just sounded like something I could hear Jay-Z rapping to for some reason, and it would have been a moment. Yeah, I'll keep it, man.
That's a hell of a compliment.
Yeah, that joint's dope.
It would have been a B Money.
Huh?
It would have been a B Money.
A B Money.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody who knows about the beat game knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
AV, what's the word?
I'm gonna keep that, man. Like Mark was saying, when y'all couldn't hear him, it sounded like a big record. Definitely heard. I think I would have had like Jay and Ludacris or something on there.
Fabulous.
Wait, hold on.
Or FABO.
Nah, I'm gonna talk about that. Go ahead, B. My fault. Go ahead.
Nah, I could hear like it's like one of them swaggy rap tracks where you just like talking your shit to somebody and you the top dog out here. So yeah. But that last part, like Dart was saying, you got to cut that part. But I'm gonna keep the rest of the beat though.
That little switch was weak.
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with all you guys on that one. Definitely agree with all you guys on that one. We all had the same response when it happened because I was like, all right, let's let it play out just a little bit longer for that drop to come back in, and that just did not. Like, I don't know, the drop when it came back, it was just like the mac and cheese that you thought was gonna be slamming, and it just didn't. It was just
It was like it had some.
Yeah, it was like the mac and cheese no one touched. Like, just kind of sat out with one scoop out of it. Like that drop.
They added
back.
some random
just
food
random,
to it.
Yeah, like why the hell you put that type of cheddar in it?
Or they swapped out the potato salad. You thought it was somebody else's potato salad.
Yeah,
it looked the same.
Potato salad.
And you took a bite and you're like, no,
ooh, that is not.
This ain't Aunt Jackie's potato salad.
So yeah, it's just that drop, man. That when it came back in, but everything else about it was dope. Real big sound to it, and I love the instruments as well. So that's a keep it on my behalf. So yeah, is that keep it across the board?
Yeah. That's
no
keep
word,
it, man. Yeah.
So dope, and that was actually specially made out to us. That was called the Beat Club mix. So thank you.
That's why we kept it.
That's why we kept it. Get on our good side. So check it out. We're gonna go down to.
Nah, hold on. Pause. I want to know what the hell's going on with this Fab thing.
This is what me and you both. Yo,
I missed the conversation.
I gotta find out.
Okay.
We gotta keep it short, but we gotta know exactly what it is because this is like the second time I heard about this Fab shit. What is it with Fab? Is it a good thing, bad thing? What is it?
Sound like
okay. I just feel like there's a group of MCs / rappers that are appreciated and loved, but I feel they're just like overrated because their output doesn't warrant the love that they get, and one of them is Fabulous. Fabulous will forever be supported by New York radio and everybody and considered a legend. And I'm like, fam, your body of work doesn't match up to the accolades and the love you get. And I think that what it is that people love his mixtapes, the Soul Tape. I'm like, do that on an album. But he's on a major label, so he can't do that on an album. But it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with it. But Fabulous has always been one of them people that I'm just like, But like, yo, Fab's dope. I'm like, do it on the record. Do it on the record.
He did it on Loso's Way.
I absolutely hate that record.
No, Loso's Way is a good album.
My review for Loso's Way.
I agree with you up until Loso's Way.
My review for Loso's Way is online. It produced at what was it called? Poisonous Paragraphs.
Yeah, Poisonous Paragraphs.
Dude, if you read my Loso's Way review, I heard Loso's Way, man.
Pachangas?
I took that joint. I took that joint.
Dart Adams.
I took that. I had the physical CD. I had the physical CD.
Dart.
And I used it like a ninja star, and it went straight into the dumpster.
Dart.
Straight to the dumpster.
Dart.
Straight to the dumpster.
Dart. Pachangas?
That's one record on that's one song on like 16.
Listen,
of 16.
I know, but I can name more records on the album, and I'm just saying, dude, come on.
There were like
Pachangas.
There were four songs. There were 4 songs on that entire album that were worth it, and 4 out of the entire album, dumpster. Into the dumpster.
Listen, I know what you mean because it's the compromise,
and plus
the industry compromise. I get it.
You know what? It was such an R&B ass album.
Come on, fam.
Yo, you know what?
Loso's Way.
Loso's Way. I'm with you on that because that was the one album I still bump now. That's
the album.
Ghostface did an R&B album that was harder than Loso's Way. How?
I mean,
R&B album.
Yeah.
Loso's Way is kind of.
Yo, here we go. Dumpster. Check it out. Yo, Marin, right off rip. Let me know right away. Keep it a cut. As soon as I'm going to throw it at you. Ready? This is off of Loso's Way. My Time. Second track. Track number 2. That was with Jeremiah. I'm going to do it.
I can't remember it.
Feel like I'm back. Everything.
I'm back. I'll rock with it.
Throw it in the bag. That was real R&B-ish. That was
and that worked. Especially the remix. The Throw It in the Bag remix is where I'm at.
Throw it in the dumpster.
Money Goes, Honey Stay. That was with Jay.
I don't know.
Yep, that was good.
Salute. There He Go. The Fabulous Life with Ryan Leslie. Making Love. Last Time. Pachanga. Lullaby. Stay. And I Miss My Love. So we had like 4 or 5 solid joints on there.
There's like
you know what I mean? But
out of how many?
Survey says 16 tracks.
5 out of 16. That even if you're shooting 3-pointers, that's a 3.13%.
Damn. You might be right.
That's my dude too, but
you actually might. I
gotta agree.
I mean, but it's his best. It's his best body of work.
Yes, it is.
And that's the problem.
On albums.
But on albums, and like I definitely give the mixtape series the credit that they do deserve. You can't. You have to
do it on a record.
But the thing about it is that he's been successful in regards to the major label game. Like he was successful during that early era. On who was he with? He was with Elektra first.
So here's the thing.
And he did well.
But here's the thing.
On Def Jam, he did well.
But why does New York love Fabulous? Because he came out on 9/11 with Jay-Z. And they support that dude forever.
Yeah, but they support him because he had the
mixtape game. And the mixtape game.
And that's the point. And he still puts out better mixtapes than albums.
There's a lot of
I agree. Like his mixtape game is way better than his album.
Oh, yeah.
But I have to respect that, though. I just have to respect that he chooses to play the industry game. Like, he feels like, I'm going to make these records for the radio.
But Marin
and
also,
then I'm going to do this for the streets.
But Marin,
and you notice he don't go on a bunch of major tours.
But Marin,
he hits the clubs. He hits the clubs. He goes to the club and get the 30 racks, 40 racks real quick.
Hold on.
He also hit us with the Nas's like on Breathe.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to get a real album from this dude on Real Talk. He said it's called Real Talk. I'm like, oh, we going to get a real record. I heard Breathe, and Nas disliked us. Then I heard the album, and it was more of that jiggy shit that I hated on the first record.
I feel you.
So
I feel you, but you can't discount.
So this
you can't discount the mixtape. You can't discount the mixtape. You can't discount the mixtapes.
You ain't learning your lesson, fam. You don't argue with Dart Adams.
We gonna let that go. If you want to continue this conversation, you can at Dart Adams on Twitter
and die.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Because what we got to get back to these. They will know
you by the trailer dead
beats. You gotta get back to these beats.
I mean, the beats were fire on that Losos joint, though.
yeah, they were. They were. But I just had to find out what the hell it was with this whole Fabulous thing, because I was like, it was like being a part of an insider, but you ain't an insider. Yeah. So I had to figure that shit out.
You should be around me and Greg from Killer Boombox have arguments about rappers. That's fun. That's
all right. Then we have to make something like that happen, because that's a whole other show. Like,
enough about this mainstream underground.
Let's
artist.
Get back to these beats. So check it out. We got another submission, man, by It's DJ Doc. That is ITS DJ DOC. He sent something called Hall and Oates. Is that correct?
Yeah. This better be fire too, because
do them some justice.
Do some justice, because I remember last week you was dogging out one of the females on one of their beats. So this better be fire. I'm going hard on you.
Get him. So let's go, man. It's DJ Doc's Hall and Oates. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
So that was It's DJ Doc with Hall and Oates. Avi, what's the word?
Pass for right now.
Damn, he knocked. Marin, what's the word?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Like you gotta be. I don't know. You gotta be careful with these samples. I definitely I understand what they were trying to do. It had some clever moments. Definitely merging those two different songs was cool. And just creating that airy space, and I got it. I definitely got the vibe that you were going for, but it just didn't connect to me. Like, it just didn't, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't connect to where I felt like I wanted to rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely see the effort, but I gotta cut it.
Dart Adams, what's the word?
Okay, so that was actually in my wheelhouse, in my space, right? Here's the problem. In trying to execute what you were trying to do with a classic, I Can't Go For That by Hall & Oates. Yeah, what you did was, with the layering, you actually turned it into Let's Dance by fucking David Bowie. Which is where the execution fell flat. But the idea you were trying to do, I was all for. I was all for that.
I was like, yo, he's layering, I can't go for that. And then making it airy and then dropping everything out. I'm like, yo, if I was making a beat tape, that's going on the beat tape. And then it fell apart. And I started hearing Let's Dance by David Bowie. And I'm like, oh, damn. So just based on that, it's a cut.
They did mesh well, though.
The idea?
They did mesh well. But
the idea? The idea, though.
What's that idea, though?
But the execution is a cut.
So what's the third sample in there, Doc? Let us know on Twitter.
You got 3 samples in that?
Yeah, I'm trying to hear it.
Is Let's Dance one of them?
Yeah, let us know on Twitter, man.
Is it? I can't go for that. Let's Dance and
yeah, maybe something with the drums. Who was it? New Edition or something?
I was sitting here like, yo, the vibe I'm getting right now is like I'm Bobby Brown about to hit a step.
Yeah, like on the drums, maybe. Like I feel like maybe on the drums there might be another sample.
David Bowie, Hall & Oates, and Song Cry.
Yeah, okay, I hear it. But yeah, I definitely heard Les Bowie, Let's Dance, and Hall & Oates together. But nice try. But execution was better. That would definitely be something I would put on the mixtape, on the beat tape. Definitely.
So you cut or you keep it?
But it's a cut.
That's a cut.
Execution is a cut.
Yeah, you could go ahead.
You sure? All right. Yeah, I don't know. I was confused as hell. I was sitting here like confused. I didn't know.
2 hours of my day is dedicated to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every day. 2 hours every day in my life is dedicated to stuff like that.
2 hours of my Sundays is dedicated to stuff like this. And I was confused, bro. Like that might just be something my mind just can't touch on right now. I feel like because I couldn't grasp it, I couldn't really get anything from it outside of just the I like the airiness of like the noises and the samples. I thought that was cool, but everything else just sounded like way too much to pay attention to. And I'm not even high enough for that, so I'm gonna have to cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it myself. I was very confused as well. Yo, loose connection. Y'all look crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it because it was just too much going on. I do like the idea of where you were going. I feel like you needed to bring out, I don't know, man. I don't know what you needed to bring out in there. But you know what? I'm gonna actually challenge myself. I'm gonna take those same 3 samples and try to do something with it, just to see if I could see where you were coming from, like for real. But I'm gonna have to cut it though.
Alright, so is that cut? It's across the board at the Beat Club?
Yeah.
Cool. So check. We're gonna hit one more beat, man. We're gonna get into some talking, but we gotta play this last beat right here. It's by N-Cube. And that's N_Cube official. Submitted something called EastEnders. EastEnders.
Oh, like the show from the UK.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see it now.
So we're gonna go right now with N-Cube EastEnders. Let's take a listen right now on the Beat Club podcast where producers are heard. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The The Beat Club.
So that was EastEnders by N Cube. That is his IG name is N, the letter N _ Cube official. Dart Adams, what you thought, man? What you going with?
I feel like if this was the early days of SoundCloud and Drake was on his OVO Overlord shit and he heard this, he would have Shang Tsung this record, taken a sample from Sampha, or Dot and Sampha himself.
Yep, Sampha.
They had put it on here, and he would have made a song that got streamed 8 kabillion times.
Well played.
There was a lot of stuff going on with this that was dope. I'd keep it just based on that, right? But there are individual things and elements that I had, like, stuff staying too long, certain sounds, but overall this idea, this is definitely like, yeah. Versus the last joint where it was just like, the idea I was there for, but the execution wasn't there. This was the execution of the idea, and only there's tiny. So it's like the polar opposite of how I felt about the last beat. But yeah, overall, it's a keep. But don't let Drake hear this.
Oh shit.
The world will end.
To keep it from Dart Artificial AB, what's the word?
Yeah, funny enough, in the beginning I heard Drake, and then when you started,
we all hear Drake.
Yeah,
everywhere we go, everything we hear Drake.
But then when he started bringing in different like leads and other sounds, I heard like that kind of early Chris Brown in there.
Boo.
Everything was dope, man, except for me personally, I didn't like some of the sounds, but I liked the melody and the beat. I don't think you really needed to change anything except for taking out certain sounds from running too long. So I'm gonna keep it though, because it was still dope.
Mark Maron, what's the word?
I've been down so long, it look like up to me.
Hey,
they look up to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me, straight up to my.
That response is sponsored by whiskey.
Straight up to my. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. The Drake references is funny. Oh, yeah.
List connections, yo. D Sharp, 240.
Yeah.
So
I heard that, but I'm gonna cut it though.
Yeah.
Yo, hilarious, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it though. I'm gonna cut it.
Song on the beat.
Oh, yeah, because I heard it, because the Drake, when y'all started talking Drake, like I heard it, like I can hear, like he would make a hit out of a song, out of a beat like this.
Yeah,
and that's how I feel about a lot of his music.
Drake
like a lot of times,
Drake
like
can make a hit out of if you threw somebody in a fake glass window.
Yeah, like a beat like Headlines. Like if I heard Headlines, I'd be like, okay, like this is cool, like I rock with it, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear a song to it. But it'll be a hit, you know what I mean? And I'm not the deciding factor of a hit. You know what I mean? It's the masses. So even though I can hear a hit to this, it's just not my cup of tea.
But this is something that would get this is something that would get reposted on SoundCloud between 2010 and 2014. Hella time.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Time.
And the only time I would rock with it is when I'm around chicks, because they having a good time. So I'm gonna have a good time with you, baby. I'm gonna have a great time with you. But I ain't listening to it on my personal time.
See, I'm going to do both.
And that's how I feel.
I do both. I do both.
Yeah, I do both for
Get
certain
you a
records.
dude that can do both.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like with that record, I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the Ray Shremmerd, I did. I did.
Oh wait. Did you say Ray Shremmerd?
Yeah.
Did you say just Ray Shremmerd right now?
Ray Shremmerd.
You really just said Ray Shremmerd.
You just referenced it.
I referenced Ray Shremmerd?
Yeah. You said someone that could do both.
That's what that came from? I thought it came from Twitter.
Oh, well.
I never heard. I couldn't recognize a Race Rimmer record.
They said get you somebody that can do both.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did not know that. I just thought that was
Black Beatles got the. That shit hard.
Yo, Marion is lit right now. Marion is lit right there. I love it.
Real crowd, please. That record's hard, bro. I rock with that.
So wait, that's a cut it though? That's a cut it from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Like, it just wasn't my vibe. Like, it's cool though. I like the melody. It's cool, but like I'm just gonna cut it for being just generic. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I just be tired of the same sounds.
Gotcha. So wait, that's 2 keep it's 1 cut it so far? You kept it, right, Dark?
I kept it.
All right, you kept it. I'm gonna keep it as well. I mean, everybody kind of said everything, and honestly, that conversation went on a little bit long, so I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. But overall,
I totally forgot. What
instrumentation was dope. Just the sounds were dope, and we still have it playing right now. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. So I'm just gonna have to say, thank you for submitting that, because we can end keep it or cut it on a strong note. So that was
22 minutes of Dark talking.
Oh, now we gonna make this happen. This is gonna be fun.
Enough time.
But that was definitely N-Cube, man. Submitting the beats, man. Thank you so much for submitting. Thanks to everybody that was submitting. And if you're listening, you want to know about getting on the show, submit your beats. It's beatclubpodcast.com. You can go there and submit into the correct folder.
Yeah.
Don't enter your beats into the Tracks That Bang folder. I'm tired of playing cleanup.
Learn how to read.
Reading is fundamental.
Follow directions.
Yes.
Y'all be dumb as hell.
It's cool. It's cool. I make beats. But yeah, read too, bro. And we'll make this happen. But thanks to all the submissions. Keep sending them. Make that happen. But right now, we're going to have like a really dope crunch time of just talking to Dart Adams, man. For all you guys that just don't know, if you've never been to the studio, given that this man does so much more, Dart is one of our favorite people to have as a judge. He's been doing it for so long for us.
Yeah, he's our resident. He's our resident judge.
He's our resident judge, man, and we just love his feedback, love what he has to say, and I'm just glad we have him here, and we're gonna talk that talk right now. So, Dart, how you feeling? Since we've been through Keep It or Cut It, you cool right now? You Gucci?
Absolutely.
Bet, man. So currently, I know you do a lot, but what are you working on right now that people need to know about, especially the producer community, so they can hit you up and see what's what?
Okay, so what I've moved into right now is I'm doing a lot of consulting and A&R executive producer work for just like random people. And why I'm doing that is because quality control has been lost in this game of ours. And another reason why quality control was cut was because a lot of labels decided that they weren't going to keep the record people and they weren't going to keep the people that developed acts anymore. They were just going to have other people do it and then sign them and then try to make hits. So what happened was, when the game got deregulated and now it's on all of us to be our own A&Rs and our own people and be self-contained, is that a lot of people know how to do this and this and this because they're creatives and this is their space, but they don't have anybody to like be a sounding board or not be a yes person because all the people around them just go along with everything. Yeah. So that's the space I occupy right now. So like last year, I put out a whole bunch of joints on Producers I Know through like the Bandcamp, and then I put out physicals. I'm falling back from that this year because I found that I wanted to put out a whole bunch of stuff to get people's names out there. Those people whose stuff I put out, it was a springboard for them and they went on to do other things. So that was accomplished, but I don't have the reach yet or the type of like backing yet where I can do what I want to for other people. So now I'm just doing the A&R executive producer thing.
So what is exactly? I know you said Producers I Know, and I've heard your name plenty of times with Producers I Know.
Yeah.
What exactly is Producers I Know, and how can producers become a part of Producers I Know?
Okay, so what happened was, over in the UK, there's this thing called what was it called? I can't remember. But over in the UK, there was this thing where it was Lewis Den. So the Lewis Den beat battles. So they had the Lewis Den beat battles in the UK where this group of young up and coming producers all battled it out, all had showcases and everything, and all these people got names. What happened was there was a dude named Jay Large, and he was really overseeing everything. So my boy FWMJ, who has a site called Rappers I Know and's worked with a lot of the people, like a lot of dope people. He's the guy that you first heard Jay Electronica through. He's the guy you first heard Danny Brown through. And I heard these cats through them, my affiliation with him from the OK Player boards. So what happened was that producer got down with him. He made a website, and it got passed to me in 2010.
Okay.
So I overlooked a lot of stuff. I got their stuff out there because I had a radio show and a lot of people in the beat culture knew me. So what happened is from there, I started putting out a lot of beat tapes, and I started executive producing a lot of beat tapes, started sequencing them and stuff like that. So that's how Producers I Know came about.
So you taking a bunch of different producers that you like and work with and putting them together on one project?
Now, how can somebody get down with it now?
Yeah.
Basically, all you gotta do is just like make stuff that I rock with and just like send it to me. But the thing is that as of right now, I'm not putting out any other extra beat tapes or projects because I already made 8 to 10 joints that haven't seen the light of day yet. So what's gonna happen is at some point in 2017, I'm going to go back to the cats because there was a whole bunch of cats from Detroit. And I gotta go back to them and I'm like, yo, I have to put these out because the world needs to hear this.
Yeah.
Like, there've been producers that I'm sure you know, like Melks and everybody else. These cats have been over my crib and they've heard these joints I put together and executive produce and sequence. And sometimes I name the beats. And they're smashing. So as of right now, I'm not really putting together anything else because I'm trying to build up my name and my platform to a point where I can really help you. As opposed to just being like, here's a dope beat tape that's going to come out and, we're going to hope that it gets traction.
So I had a question to ask you because, you've been doing a judging thing for us for quite some time, right? And I forgot I think I was talking to Abstract Minor, our guest last week about this. And even we wait for it all the time when we hear a beat and people have a minute to play a beat. Marin's like, yo, cut out all the bullshit, get straight to the the meat of the whole project. Has it become, when it comes to beat battles, has it become all about the drop? Like, is the drop the thing that makes the beat what it is when it comes to a judge being like, yeah, all right, cool, because I know the crowd waits for the drop, people amp up the drop, and the beat can still be lackluster afterwards, but is it all about the drop nowadays when it just comes to a well appreciated beat? And you guys can chime in on that as well. It was just like,
here's the thing. To me, it's not all about the drop. I think the drop is crucial for the same reason that when you go to
is that shit like the final exam, like 60% of your grade, like
sorta, like it's okay. I'll use a sports analogy.
Yep.
When you go to a game and it's a street ball game, you look for certain things at the street ball game.
True.
You look for crossovers. You look for showmanship. You look for dunks. But you also look for the people that make baskets. But rarely people look for the dude that's actually doing everything that's trying to get his team to win. Because that's what you typically look for in a regular basketball game.
Yep.
Now, just like in the street ball game, it's a condensed version of the entire, what the entire game's about.
Yep.
So the beat battle is a condensed version of making beats, making music, sequencing. It's just everything is compressed down to these key elements. So the drop is key because it's the same thing where it's like you're looking for the dunk, you're looking for the alley-oop, you're looking for the crossover. But if you cross somebody over and you don't make the basket, so what?
Yeah. So if you had to break a beat down in that same way, you got what? The drop. What else are you what else are you listening out for?
I'm listening for everything. Everything has to work together. Like, you can't have everything else just be off, but the drop be dope. Because I'm still but you can dunk, but you can't shoot free throws. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's everything for me. Damn. Like, everything, one of my favorite phrases is everything is everything. Everything to me is related. But I do acknowledge that the thing with beat battles is that everything is very tight and concise because you have to pare everything down. So you have a minute,
to
capture everybody's attention. but that's the case with everything. When you go into a job interview, that 15-minute job interview or that 30 minutes you're there, that interviewer is looking for key things. They want to be hit with it off top. And we drill that. And we drill that for that purpose. So everything is everything. So just like people are like, it's all about the drop. No, it's not all about the drop. Because if everything else sucks and the drop is dope, the beat still sucks. Your execution still sucks. It still didn't work. The drop everything has to be in line. The drop has to be consistent with the rest of the beat. If there's one element out, you're still like, yo, that element was out.
So do we appreciate beats and production nowadays that don't necessarily have drops? Like, because now I feel like we all wait for it.
We wait for it because that's the thing about the beat battle, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you go to an all-star game, the person who sets the best picks and screens ain't going to win the all-star MVP trophy.
Very true.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. A lot of people don't look at it that way.
But if I'm building a team to win a championship, I'm getting a guy that sets the screens and dives for the loose balls. There's no diving for loose balls in the beat battle.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no screen setting. There's no picks in the
gotta make
in
the
the
highlight
beat battle.
reel.
There's no catching. There's no getting a charge in the beat battle. All there is the dunk. All there is this crossover.
You need the highlights.
Yes, is all there is. It's ESPN.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
There you go.
ESPN. We can't show you the whole game, fam. Here's the highlights.
Yeah. What was you saying on it though? You were saying something?
Nah, he just said it. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because we did something at the finale, which what I think was dope, and I think we need to bring back at the studio with Dart's mystery pick, right?
Yes.
And I know we have a bunch of producers that are listening out there, and I thought when I asked you to do this, and you did it, it was dope. Because I had never heard the record before.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to throw like a sample out there that you would love to hear chopped.
Oh, yeah.
What sample would you throw out there just as a challenge to our listeners out there? Like, I dare you guys to cut this up and do it justice.
Oh, dude, I have a list of 150.
What? Give me one of the 150. What you got?
But one of the joints I have is one of my favorite songs. We played at my funeral. The Pharaohs, Freedom Road. The Pharaohs Freedom Road. If you want to get horn stabbed to death, play the Pharaohs Freedom Road.
I think we should make that a challenge.
And also, another joint that I think people really need to get on is The Man. The Man, there's a group called Sons of Slum. They were the junior group in Stax. So you had, of course, the Stax, you have, Booker T and the MGs. And the junior group is Sons of Slum, and they have a beat called The Man. They have another song called 16 Miles of Plastic Ghetto, but The Man and this one right here,
all right.
Freedom Road by the
Demetrius,
Pharaohs.
it's cool if I just play a quick little snippet of the Pharaohs real quick. Let's see what's up. You would toss that. This is your top one right here that you would toss out to the producer community. See if they can chop that up.
It's definitely one of the top 150.
I know who would kill that right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
Melks.
Yeah. He's Mr. Flip It right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I might even try to chop that up since I got the link. It is available on YouTube if you guys want to download that off of YouTube and make that work.
Oh, trust. I'll pull stuff that you could definitely find on YouTube.
Yo, if you could, producers, see if you can flip that and hit Dart with it on Twitter. See what he says, man. I'm interested to see what it is.
Cause super dope. Flip Jackson's in on it.
Yeah, Flip Jackson's on it?
Yeah.
Yep. So y'all heard it. We ain't gonna repeat it either. So y'all heard it.
Because if you want to get it repeated, you just got to listen on Tuesday when the actual episode drops, and you can just make that happen right there. So I know. Wait, Dart, you've been rocking with us for like 4 years.
Yeah, something like that.
For quite some time. Based off of everything that you've come across, all the producers and everything, is there a particular moment or a particular challenge that you really, really enjoy and you think we need to kind of put out there more for producers? Because we always switch things up. Is there a particular challenge that you look forward to every time we announce that it's happening? Is there something in particular?
There's two challenges that I think overall are my favorite, but one of them doesn't always get done justice.
Yeah.
I like the team joint because depending on who's there, it's gonna get smashed, and it's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. The other joint, which I wish it doesn't get enough justice is when we ask people to settle the score. Yeah. Now, here's the issue with settle the score. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say this, and I've said it before.
Yep.
Please play the beat as the score is, as the scene's playing. Do it as it goes. Score it. When you watch film scoring, what they do is that they play the music and they do the drops and they do everything to accommodate the scene. Don't just make the beat and then play the beat and then the scene happens and everything's going on. It's the same beat the whole time. Make adjustments. Like, that's why I like cats like Self-Serve are dope, because he plays his beats and he goes off the crowd and then he makes changes and switches and stuff like that. If someone plays a joint during that, then that's when it works. But when you just have a beat and it's just like it's the same thing and it's happening, it's like, yeah, that's okay, but 7. So no, I'm 6.
I dig it.
So let me ask you this, and I mean, we can even put our beat battle, under the light. I've chosen myself not to really attend many other beat battles because I don't.
I go to them all.
No,
I yell at the judges.
I've seen a video.
And I yell at the judges.
So and I don't go for my own personal reasons. I know that, Marin, you've gone to iStandards and stuff like that before and such.
And I've gone to those and yelled at the judges.
What was your main argument with the judges, though? What was going on?
Okay, so there was the Master of the Machines, and I'm a big fan of what Kaz does. My issue was that he had some of my favorite producers out there.
Yeah.
And the judges were completely unfamiliar with the concept of a beat battle and the concept of beat culture.
Yep.
So when you have cats like Evildoer and Self-Serve going against each other in a battle,
that's nice.
And they don't get it because nothing was spittable. Right. I wanted to jump through the roof. And I'm like, do you motherfuckers understand what a beat battle is? Do you understand what you just heard? No, you have no idea. And the thing is that one of the guys is one of my favorite all-time producers, Lord Finesse. Mm-hmm. So I had an out-of-body experience. So I'm screaming at Lord Finesse. And people were recording it.
I seen that. I was like, yo, Dart's wilding.
And I'm right next to Rex. And Rex is just looking at me like, yo, fam, you're yelling at Lord Finesse, but I was yelling at everybody because I was so pissed off at the fact that you brought these producers here and put them here, and the judges weren't even going to understand what they were going to do. You can't do that.
Damn. So wait,
and it was dope.
So here's my other thing then. I guess to kind of piggyback off of that, right? Because I have my own reasons for not going to other beat battles, and one of them is I don't necessarily like the attitude some of the producers have when they go to one particular beat battle and they get told by, whatever producer that their shit was dope because their beats fit like an industry standard.
Right. But see, that's my issue with iStandard.
Are beat battles molding beat makers into just making industry style beats? Like, do you feel like that's the case? Because all these cats have not all these cats, but there's some cats I've met that have like a chip on their shoulder where they came to our event, and because we measure creativity and like your shit doesn't have to sound like industry standard anything. Right. They don't like it.
Well, they could eat a dick.
All day.
Here's the thing. It's the same thing for me. It's the same thing for me where when Fat Joe went to The Good Life and he rhymed and he didn't adhere to the rules of The Good Life, and The Good Life was about creativity and spontaneity and lyricism and don't swear. And Fat Joe went up there and he was like, I'm just going to kick a freestyle off my album, which everybody knows was off the album. Mm-hmm. And he got booed for it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I sense jealousy in the room. Nah, nigga, that's not what we do here.
Yeah.
So if you go to a beat battle where it's an industry event and we want industry beats and the people on the panel say, that beat sounds like something that I could submit to Rihanna. We don't do that here. And I don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. It's about pure expression. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what your inspiration is, as long as it's you. Like, I want to hear different sounds. I want to hear the person who doesn't sample. I want to hear the kid who makes trap beats. I want to hear the kid who does the boom bap shit. I want to hear somebody who does that off-kilter thing, like the beat culture thing. I want to hear somebody who does something with wobble,
I want
to hear all 8 of those cats in the same space, do their thing, be themselves in this space and enjoy it.
And that's right. Like Marin says it from time to time when you be like, yo, I'm tired of just hearing the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, when we talk about, you know, the industry standard for right now and how, you know, if we want to shop beats, most people make this style of production or whatever. But it's just like after a while, it does get boring. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you just want to hear something different.
Yeah. It's like, if you do all iStandard events, right? Good for you. Don't come to an event that we do and be mad because you didn't get the same love that you get at iStandard, where you have a guy who's like, hey, I want to send that beat to Jeremy. And I hear it and I'm like, yo, that's trash.
Yeah, they get their feelings.
Because guess what? If I walk into any major label, they're going to look at me like I have 3 heads. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm going to say to them? Eat a dick.
Straight up.
I mean, do you guys feel any particular way about that as well? As far as like I said, I don't go to any other beat battles, but going there, do you feel as though like they're molding producers to kind of just fit that industry standard at that moment? Like, do you feel like that's what they're kind of?
Yeah, I feel like they're holding people in a box, and there's plenty other ways to get out there as a producer. There's licensing, there's movies,
exactly.
There's a whole open world.
There's a whole open world where you don't even need an artist. Man, screw these artists sometimes because you can't really work with them.
Dude, I want everything represented. I want the person. Sometimes I hear somebody make a beat. I'm like, yo, you should be scoring independent film. Mm-hmm. I want to hear that person.
Like Rain.
Yeah. I want to hear that person next to the person who can be making the hits for these people. But I want to hear also the person who could just be making like ill instrumental joints and just like smash like Beat Club, or who could smash like Beat Cinema and go do Low End Theory. Mm-hmm, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, I want to hear everything. I don't want people to be boxed in.
And that's it. And it just applies to whatever platform you're displaying your art. And that's what it is. So I like myself, I'm just a person that feels like a music producer, especially in hip hop, with what we do in hip hop. It's not rocket science. And as cliche as that term is, it's not rocket science. But it really isn't. Like, hip hop production is just hip hop production.
Right.
Just execute. But at the same time, I feel like as a music producer, you're supposed to be able to execute on all of these platforms. So just know where you are. Know exactly where you are. I don't want to hear no excuses about. And so like that's the disconnect right there. Like, that's when I look at cats different, because it's like, well, I'm saying because I don't. You know where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
know where you're at, and know what weapons to pull out of your arsenal.
Exactly.
Where you're at.
But you gotta do your research before you come.
And the thing is, the reason why I love the stew so much is because it reminds me of what we used to do back in the days. We'd be in the house, and my brother had a hilarious. My brother had he would have an EPS, or he'd have an ASR, and then my boy would come over with his MPC 2000, MPC 2000, and then there'd be another dude, and I'm like, yo, the TV would be playing. It'd be playing like Dragon Ball Z. I'd record a part of the Dragon Ball Z score, I'd bring it over, and everybody would sample that, or I'd pick a record and they make a beat out of it, or a cartoon would be on and be like, yo, make a beat out this cartoon. And that's what we do. It was like, yo, let's do this together. That's like, House Shoes used to tell me that he'd have his house full of some of the illest producers you can name. And he'd be like, all right, 5-minute beat battle, or 15-minute beat battle. Mm-hmm. And you find the worst record possible, and you had to make a banger out of it.
Yeah.
And this is what I came from. This is what we came from. Mm-hmm. So asking you to do this in this space that we provide is nothing, because
it's nothing.
It's nothing because
it's not. This is what is definitely what we did.
So, we got to make shit work. Be prepared for any moment.
That's the dopest thing, man. Make shit work. It's applicable to everything.
Everything. So, yo, Dart, we gotta let the people know where they can find you, where they can hit you up at, and even all the producers that want to accept your challenge, you know, they have to submit to you somehow, man. So, is Twitter the best way, or what's your socials?
So, Twitter is @Dart_Adams. Instagram is @Dart_Adams. My email is poisonousparagraphs@gmail.com. My alternate email is dartadamsisabastard@gmail.com.
That's real? That's awesome.
Yo, I had to change it to that because my original Gmail got locked.
Oh, okay.
So I changed it to Dart Adams is a bastard. It's all capital. Dart, capital A, capital I, A, B. So
Gotcha.
Dart Adams is a bastard. And I've been rocking with them both since. But yeah, man. Definitely I have about off the top of my head, I could pull out between 150 to 200 joints anybody could sample at any point. And this is my life. Anybody who's visited me in my crib knows that. You've seen my records. I could go to any record store, pull something. I was like, this is from 1967. This and this. The Cartoon label. Was produced by this so and so. So I live and breathe this.
We're gonna have to talk after the show so we can see about setting some of those up.
Listen. Sunday, April 9th.
Whiskey gave you the bedroom voice, bro. What's going on?
Sunday, April 9th.
It's like the quiet storm up in here.
Sunday, April 9th. Sunday. Nah, but Sunday, April 9th, man, come to the stew. You know what I'm saying? All my people in the Massachusetts area, New England area, New York, tri-state area, make your way down. It's only a few hours away. Come to the stew Sunday, April 9th at Wonder Bar, Boston. And yeah, man, Dart Adams is one of our resident judges. Yeah. And you know, I just wanted to say that just so that people can know, like, we didn't get no in-depth interview with Dart because Dart is family and he's somebody that's going to be around time and time again on this podcast and at the stew. So we're not going to, you know, go overboard and trying to figure out who Dart is. You will figure out who Dart Adams is.
Get familiar.
So make sure y'all follow Dart_Adams on Twitter. And mainly Instagram. Twitter. Man.
Yeah, Twitter.
Mainly Twitter.
Stomping ground.
Okay, find this guy on Twitter.
So check it out, though. We gotta end up closing out the show pretty soon. Anybody have any closing remarks? Have you got any closing remarks?
Only thing I was going to say is, just like I tell everybody when I talk to you through email, Twitter, whatever social media, or in person, if you've never been to a stew and you want to get in, make sure you come first. But I can't tell you about it. You just need to see it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Facts. That's it? You dropped mic?
Drop mic. Damn mic.
Marion, you got any closing remarks?
I already said my closing remarks. That was my closing remarks. Man, right, come to the stew April 9th, Sunday, April 9th, Wonder Bar, Boston. Come through. And look out for that Beat Club event coming in April. Sometime in April. Soon.
On tax day.
Soon come.
Ooh.
Tax day.
And we want to thank Dart Adams for coming out and doing the damn thing. Obviously, we're going to see him real soon anyways at the stew bed at a judging panel near you. So I'm going to close out. My name is Do It All Loops, a.k.a. D Loops. We didn't get to the Tracks That Bang segment today because there weren't enough tracks that bang. So please, artists, if you have a Tracks That Bang, that technically means your track just got to be hot. Submit it into the correct folder so we can play it on our show, please, because we love music. It's Beat Club Podcast, everything, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah.
Way here, Artificial Wavy, Mark Maron, our special guest, Dart Adams, Do It All Loops, D Loops. I love the ad-libs, man. And just because I can say it on the radio, I'm going to say it right now. We out. Eat it.